Welcome friends. Today we are going to introduce yourself to Vedic addition method. Now, what are we going to learn today? Today we are going to learn some Vedic addition techniques. Those techniques are generating a number via addition, completing the whole method, 10-point circle method, adding from left to right method, and the final method is method of shoot and method of splitting. Now, let me come to the introduction part. In this video, we will learn some quick but useful techniques of addition which was discovered and practiced in Vedic era. We know that in today's era, we usually done addition with the theoretical number theory point, and we know that the usual right to left addition is practiced. But in Vedic era, there were some different but quick techniques which we will introduce in this video. Now, let me come to the first method. The first method of today's discussion is method of generating a number by addition, that is, generating the number line by addition. As we know, addition is the most basic operation of algebra, and adding number 1 to the previous number generates all the numbers. This basically means I am telling about the number line. The Vedic Sutra, first mentioned by one more than the previous one, describes the generation of numbers from unity. The unity basically means 1, but sometimes we may take the basic point as 0. But we need to remember that the usage of 0 or the algebraic operations with 0 was not fully discovered in Vedic era. So we may start it with 1. And for example, I may start from the basic number theoretic point, that is from 0, but we may start from 1 also. From the previous argument, it is clear to us that the ancient mathematician used to derive the number line by addition, and the root of basic operations lies there. Now, let me show you an example of it. Let me take the number 0. And what will be 0 plus 1? It will be 1. Now, what will be 1 plus 1? It will be 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3. 3 plus 1 will be 4. And similarly, now, if we need to generate the number n, say, let me generate a number n. So, we may need to carry out how many steps? We may need to carry out n steps from 0. How we can go? We should take 0 plus 1 as 1, then 1 plus 1 as 2, 2 plus 1 as 3, and then up to n minus 1 plus 1, which will result in n. So in this way, they used to generate the natural number set, or basically the integer set, because 0 is not the natural number. So we may now consider it for the integer set, the positive integer set. In this way, the idea of number line was constructed and was modified afterwards. Now, let me take another example for your sake. They used to generate 5 by this method. 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, 2 plus 1 equal to 3, 3 plus 1 equal to 4, and the last step will be 4 plus 1 equal to 5. Here n is 5, and we know n minus 1 will be 4. So in this way, we can generate a formula also. Now, let me come to the second method, completing the whole method. One of the most famous discovery related to the Vedic mathematics is completing the whole method, which leads to the measurement of how much something differs from wholeness. By the word wholeness, they indicated the multiples of 10 for addition. For example, the multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now, let me take the example of completing the whole method. Let me take another example, that is, say 12 plus 59. In Vedic era, there was the famous technique of calculating it as 12 plus 60 minus 1. Then it will be 72 minus 1 equal to 71. Now, in this method, what we are basically doing? We are basically taking the 59 to the nearest multiple of 10. The nearest multiple of 10 of 59 will be 60. So we may divide 12 as 10 plus 2 also. As we know, nearest multiple of 10 of 12 is 10 itself. Now, in this method, let me take another example. Say 71 plus 91. Say. Then we may divide 71 into two parts. One part is 70, which is the nearest multiple of 10 for 71, and 70 plus 1 will give us 71. Now, for 91, it will be 90 plus 1. Then it is easier to calculate because there is 7 into 10 and 9 into 10. So basically it will be 16 into 10 plus 2. 1 plus 1, that will result in 2, and 162. So basically in this method we are counting the number of tens. So let me take another complex example of this. 123 plus 345 plus, okay, let me do in this way. So 123 plus 345. Let me break 123 as 120 plus 3 plus 300 plus 45. We may further break 120 as 100 plus 20 plus 3 plus 300 as it is plus 40 plus 5. Now we may count the number of tens. 100. 100 means 10 into 10. 20. 20 means 2 into 10. Now 300. 300 means 30 into 10. And finally 40. 40 means 4 into 10. So 10 into 10 plus 2 into 10 will give us 12 into 10. 12 into 10 plus 30 into 10 will give us 42 into 10. And plus 4 into 10 will give us 46 into 10. That means 460. And then the number will be 3 plus 5, 8. Simply it will result in 468. So by this method, or by the completing of whole method, we basically means taking a number to the nearest multiple of 10. Now, just for the theoretical approach, I am writing 11, 12, 13, 14. For those four numbers, which will be the nearest multiple of 10? For these numbers, the nearest multiple of 10 will be 10 itself. But for 16, 17, say 18, 19, and 20 itself, the nearest multiple will be will be 20 itself. So in this way, we may take the number 5 as the base. For 10 to 20, the end digit will be 5 for the number 15. Then before 15, we can take those numbers near to 10, and after 15, those number will be rounded off as 20. Similarly, before 25, we may take the numbers as 21, 22, 23, 24, and the nearest will be 20. And for 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, the nearest number will be 30. In this way, we may calculate the nearest number for the completing of whole method, and we may apply this to form a quick method of addition. Now, now let me take another method by completion or non-completion method, or the method is simply said as the 10-point circle. Why the method is called 10-point circle, we will learn. Firstly, we need to learn in this method 5 pairs of numbers are used to make groups of 10 when adding numbers. Those pairs are 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 plus 6, and 5 plus 5. We know these 5 pairs will result in 10. Now let me take the example and how the method works. Now, let me take simple problem 12 plus 34. In this method, we know we need to add to 10 point. What do you mean by the 10 point? We know that 12 plus 34 will result in 46. But we need to calculate it from the 10-point method. Okay, so let me explain the 10-point method. In 10-point method, we are basically calculating those pairs. Which pairs? 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 plus 6, and 5 plus 5. Now, we are basically considering the last digit of each number. So, let me take another example. It will be easier for you to understand this method. Say 19 plus 45 plus 55 plus 71. We need to make groups for which the last digit will make the pair, one of the pairs. Let me make the first pair as 19 plus 71. Why am I making this pair? Because last digit of 19 is 9 and last digit of 71 is 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10 and it will make a pair of 10 point. Now 45 plus 55. Also, the end digit of both 45 and 55 is 5. So 5 plus 5 will be 10. So 45 plus 55 will also make a 10-point circle. Now, we may simply calculate those groups. We know obviously as we are making the 10-point group, the result of the sum for each group will be a multiple of 10. So we know 19 plus 71 will be 90 and then 100. Now we can calculate from the previous method or the completing of whole method, that is 19 into 10, simply 190. Now let me take another example. Say 34 plus 56 plus 27 plus 73 plus say 95 plus 42 plus 18 plus 25. Now, we know there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. But how to calculate the sum of these 8 numbers quickly? We may need to create those groups. So basically, I am repeatedly telling that we only need to focus on the last digit. So for better understanding, I am putting the last digit as underlined. So 4, 6, 7. Now it will be 3, then 5. For 42 it will be 2. 2. Then for 18 it will be 8. Okay. And finally for 25 it will be 5. Now let me check those groups which we may form from the last digit. We know if the last digit is 4, it will make a group with a number whose last digit is 6. Okay. So we may need to find a number whose last digit is 6. We are checking that the last digit will be 6 for 56. Now 34 plus 56 will make a group. Okay. The second group will be, yes, 27 plus 70. Okay. So the latter group will be 95. Then we may need to find the number whose last digit is 5. Here the number is 25. So 95 plus 25 will make a group. And 42 plus 18 will make the final group. So now it is very easy because we know that all will be multiples of 10 and we just need to calculate the sum of those multiples of 10. So now 34 plus 56 we know it is 90, then 100, then 120, and finally it will be 60. So 9, 10, that means 19, 31, and 60, that means 370. Okay. So this method is very easy and very quick calculation, very quick for calculation. As we know that we just need to check the last digits and we need to make the correct group. And even if we just make the similar argument with a bit complex thing, like this. We are taking the similar example, say 370. Now we are just adding some extra numbers with it. Now we will take 11 as the free number and the number will be 370 plus 11. That will result in 381. So we may take 11 as 10 plus 1, but here it is not necessary. So for the number which we can't make a group, we may say it as a free number, and for free numbers we will check direct addition. Okay. Now let me take the another method. Okay. Now the next method will be adding from left to right. We know that the conventional method shows us addition from right and working towards left. We know from our basic school level algebra and even in class 2 or 3 we have taught this method, that we will add from the right column, then we will add the next column with the carry method. But in Vedic mathematics, we can do addition from left to right, which is much easier and quicker. You may think, how can we add this? Now, let me explain the method. The method. In the left to right method, we usually follow two steps. First step is adding the first column and increase this by 1 if there is no carrying over from the second column. Then we tag the last figure of the second column onto this. Now, let me explain this thing. Okay. So let me explain this thing. In this method, we will first take a simple example of 32 plus 45 and we will write 32 plus 45 in column. That means 32 will be on upper and 25 will be later. And then, what is our usual method? In usual method, what we can do? We usually add 2 with 5. Yes, you are correct. So 2 with 5 will give us 7. Yes, 7. And what will be the next? The next will be 3 plus 4. That will also result in 7. Okay. So, if we just reverse this way, that means if we just add the first column and just add the second column with it. So, for the first column, it will be 4 plus 3, 7. And for the second column, it will be 5 plus 2, 7. So, in this example, there is no difference. But if we take this example, say 45 plus 57, then I will show you what is the difference of left to right method with right to left method. Now from right to left method, we know that we may need to add 5 plus 7, then we will put the carry over it and all those things. In left to right method, we just need to check the last digits of those numbers and we need to add the carry with it, with the first column. So the first column will be 4 plus 5, 9. Okay. Will it be 9? Will it be 9? No. It won't be 9 because the latter column is 5 plus 7, 12. So the latter column will be 5 plus 7, 12. So 2 will be there and the 1 will act as carry, which I will add to the sum of first column to get the result 10. So the number will be 10 and 2. So the result will be 102. Okay. So let me take another example, that is a 3-digit example, say 123 plus 345 like the previous example. 23 plus 345. Okay. So we need to add first column with first column, that is result in 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 will be 4. Then 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 will result in 6. And then 3 plus 5 will result in 8. So the number will be from left to right 4, 6 and 8, which is basically the sum of the total columns. Okay. Some of you may think that from this view, we are not getting any difference from left to right and right to left addition. But if we just make some complex examples for this, say we are taking this example, 457 plus 574. Okay, so 457 plus 574, I need to write in this way. First we need to write 457 and below that we will write 574. Okay. So let me calculate from left to right. Okay. So left to right, the first sum of the column will be 4 plus 5. That will be 9. Okay. Is that will be 9? No. Why not? Because the sum of the second column is 5 plus 7, 12. So there will be only one number in the second part. So 2 will be there and this one will be taken to the 9 and taken and add to the 9. Okay. But here we need to consider another thing also. Because we are seeing that the sum of the third column, that means the sum of the last digit 7 plus 4 will be greater than 10, that is 11. So from here also we are getting another carry. So what can be done in this situation? In this situation, the first carry will be added, or the first carry is the carry from the rightmost column. So carry from the rightmost column, that is the third column, is 1, and we will add it. We will add it to the middle column. Yes, and for the middle column, there is still another carry, and we will add those carry to the first column. So basically, we are distributing the carries. Okay, so we are distributing the carries from column to column. So the result will be first we are taking the last digit of the last column, that is without carry number, that is 1. That means last digit of 7 plus 4, that means 11. Last digit of 11 will be 1, and then it will be how much? 12 plus 1. So last digit of 13 will be 3, and then it will be 10. So 1031. So in this method, we are habituated with left to right addition, and we can do very quickly by this method, as we can say, just taking another example, say 45 plus 67. We just see the last digit of two numbers are 5 plus 7. So 5 plus 7 will be 12. So there will be greater than 10. So there will be one carry which we will add to 6 plus 4. So just 6 plus 4 is 10, and add the carry, that will result in 1, and 5 plus 7 is 12. The last digit of 12 is 2. So as easy as that. This method is very useful, but we need to practice this method to get habituated, because without practice the course is nothing. Now I am coming to another example, that is method of should. Now do you know the meaning of should? The word should means pure. Usually the single digit numbers are denoted as pure numbers. In should method, we drop the 1 at the tens place and carry only single digit forward. Let me take an example of the method of should. In this method, say I am finding 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4. Okay. So I am doing it with single digit example, and later on I will show you the two digit example. So 2 plus 7 8 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4. Now in this method we need to continue from bottom to top. So which is the bottom number here? 4. Now which number is above 4? 6. So we are calculating 4 plus 6 in the first step. So 4 plus 6, is it greater than or equal to 10? Yes. If it is greater than or equal to 10, then we are putting a dot. Just remember this step again, that if we are starting from the bottom, and if the addition of the number which is at the top at the bottom and the number which is above the bottom number is greater than or equal to 10, then we are putting a dot. We are putting a dot and carrying the last digit of the sum. So here 4 plus 6 is 10. We are carrying the last digit of 10, that is 0, and we are adding the last digit only to the above number. The above number is 9. So 0 plus 9 will be 9. Here we are getting less than 10, so no matter of dot. So 9. Again 9 is added to 8. So how much is 9 plus 8? That is 17. Now we are getting a number which is greater than or equal to 10. So in the similar method, we are putting a dot and carrying forward with the last digit of 17. The last digit of 17 is basically 7. So 7 will be added to the 7. The 7 plus 7 will be 14. Again, it is resulting in a number which is greater than or equal to 10. So the last digit of 14 will be carried forwarded and a dot will be left. So the last digit of 14 will be 4 and then 4 will be added to 2. So 4 plus 2 will be 6. Now we will take the final result. We will write the final result which we have got, the single digit we have got from adding this. I mean here we are finally getting the 6. And then we will calculate the number of dots. How many dots are there? There is 3 dots. So before 6 it will be 3. Now let me explain how the dot is what. Okay. So here just check this example again. 6 plus 4, 10, and we are putting a dot and we are going forward with the last digit 0. So we are basically leaving a 10, a value of 10 as the dot. Again, when we are carrying forward the 0 with 9, there is no question of greater than 10. So in the next step, the 9 will be 9 plus 8, 17. Again, we are carry forwarding with the last digit of 17, that is 7, and we are leaving the first one as another dot. So basically, we are taking 10 from the 17 as a dot and carrying forward with the remaining 7. And again 7 plus 7 is 14. We are taking 10 as a dot and giving 4 to add with 2. So basically the dot means into 10. The number of counts in tens place. So finally we are getting 3 dots. So 3 dots means 3 into 10, 30, and we have got the the digit in units place will be 6. So 30 plus 6 will be 36. Now let me explain this example or the example of this method in 3 digit or say 2 digit first. Now say 15 plus 25 plus 32 plus 43. Now what will be the result? What will be the result? If we just calculate it from the, we know we will calculate the result from bottom and from the last column, obviously as usual addition. First of all, we can imagine these numbers in just breaking these numbers. Okay, not actually breaking. We are imagining the break. So that 15 is 1 slash 5, 25 as 2 slash 5, 32 has 3 dash 2, and 43 as 4. So we are just breaking the units place and tens place to calculate it faster. Now, unit place of 43 is 3. The last digit of 43 is 3, and 3 will be added to 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. No question of greater than or equal to 10. So we don't need to carry anything. So 3 plus 2, 5. 5 will be carried forward. So 5 plus 5 will be 10 here. We may need to put a dot. So we will put a dot here. We will put a dot. Okay. We will put a dot before 5. Dot means 10. Okay. So 3 plus 2, 5 and 5 plus 5, 10. We are putting a dot. So 0 will be forward. So 0 plus 5 is 5. So the last digit of the sum will be 5. The last digit of the sum will be 5. And how many dots will be carried forwarded? Just one dot. So one dot will be added to the next column. Yes. So 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Again a dot. Again a dot. So we are removing the 10 and carrying forward with 1. So the previous digit or the middle digit will be 1. Yes. And how many dots are left? The dots left is 1. So the final result will be 1, 1 and 5. Let's calculate it with another method. We will get the result 150. Okay. So let me take a 3 cross 3 example of this. Say 123 plus 456 plus 789. Just I am taking this as arbitrary 7, 8, 9. So what we can do? We first imagine the number with a break. Okay. So I am taking the break. I'm again saying that the breaks are not actual breaks. We are just imagining these breaks, or just we are putting this on graph to make our calculation very easy and putting the dot in actual places. So starting from the bottom, so the last digit of 789 is 9. So 9 will be added to 6 and will give us 15, which is greater than or equal to 10. So put a dot and carry forward the last digit of 15, that is 5, and adding to 3, 5 plus 3 will be 8. So we know the last digit will be, yes, the last digit will be 8. Okay. Now, how many dots are left? One dot only. So 1 will be added to 8 because here is 1 dot. So 1 will be added to the bottom 8. 1 plus 8 will be 9. 9 plus 5, 14. Again a dot because 14 is greater than 10. Okay. So 14 is greater than 10. We are taking a dot and carrying forward with 4. So 4 plus 2 will be 6. So the middle digit will be, or the second last digit will be, basically I am taking the tens place of the final result. I am just mentioning it as the second last digit. Okay. The second last digit will be 1 plus 8, that is 9, plus 5, 14 and 6. Okay. Again, there is no carry from this. So there is only one carry. So one carry will be added to 7. 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 4 will be 12, again greater than or equal to 10. So we may need to put a dot and we'll carry forward with the 2, and 2 plus 1 will be 3. So the digit at 100th place will be 100th place will be how much? 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. And 12, we are taking another dot out. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. And finally, the first digit will be the dots left. So how many dots left here? Just one dot. So it will be 1. The first digit of the sum will be 1. Yes. first digit will be 1. So the result will be 1368. Okay. So this method is as easy as that. Now, in this method, we can do 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7, and how many numbers we want, we can do this by this method. Okay. But why it is called method of should? Okay. Let me explain those things. I have mentioned that the should means pure and the pure numbers are from 1 to 9. So basically we are adding all those things from 1 to 9, and when it is going to the impure, that means a non-should number that is not from 1 to 9, that is greater than 9, or basically greater than or equal to 10. Okay, when it is going to greater than or equal to 10, we are taking that number as a dot. And when we are taking the dot, we are basically replacing or subtracting 10 from the final result. Say we are taking 16. Then what will be the last digit of 16? That is 6. That is basically a should number. So we are again doing the calculation with the should number 6, and we are taking the impure number 10 as a dot. Okay. So, explanation of should method. Adding from bottom to top, because that is how our eyes naturally move, but it is not necessary we can start top to bottom also. Yes, we can start top to bottom also, but we need to remember that in usual additions, in all methods, say for left to right method or right to left method or 10-point circle, we are basically do the thing from bottom to top. That is totally your choice how will you proceed, but I will recommend the bottom to top method because this is usual and this is a bit easy. When we come across a 2-digit number, we will put the dot instead of 1 and carry only the single digit forward. The single digit will be the last digit of the sum. That is for 11 it will be 1, that is for 16 it will be 6. Basically the single digit will be a should number, obviously. Now, we put down the single digit that we get in the end. For the first digit, we add all the dots and write it. The count of the dots will show us the carry. Yes, the carry. For 2 or more digit addition, we can follow the similar method by putting dots from the last column. Yes, as I have mentioned in the last example, that was 123 plus 456 plus 789. We were basically doing from the calculation from the last column, and we were repeating the 1-digit number as dots, and we are taking the carry for the first column. Okay. Now, another method is splitting method. In this method, we usually split a number into 2 or 3 parts and then add it using previously known formula. For example, this is a very easy method and this is a very useful method also. For example, we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7, 6, 5, 8. Okay. We can split the first number into 2 parts. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 in 2 parts. 1, 2 and 3, 4. The splitting basically means making the groups with the digits, not with the tens place, or we don't need to take any multiple of 10, or we don't need to add it from left to right, anything. We just want to break the number in 2 parts, or say 3 parts, 4 parts, as you wish. I am taking the example of 2 parts. So let me break 1, 2, 3, 4 as 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then 7, 6, 5, 8 as 76 and 50. And then we will add the first parts of the both numbers and second part of both numbers separately. So what will be the result? We need to add 76 plus 12. That will result in 88. And we will add 58 plus 34, that will result in 92. So the total result will be 8892. So what is the usefulness of this method? Let me explain that. Basically, we are doing this method just to make easier calculation. Because when we are taking a 4 plus 4, that means the sum of 4 digit with another 4 digit number, we are basically taking 4 column addition. That means in usual method, what we can do? There we first add 8 with the 4, that means we will get 12, and then we will carry 1 and we'll add the 1 with 5 plus 3. Okay, so in usual method, that is a long. But if we just take this method as our common method, then it will be very easy. And if we make the further break, that we are taking the example, the similar example. Okay. So let me explain the similar example. Say 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if we just make 4 subgroups, that is, I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4 as 1, gap 2, gap 3, gap 4. That means I am making 4 parts with 4 digits. Then the next number will be 5, gap 6, gap 7, and gap 8. And now I am adding just first digit to first digit, second digit to second digit, third digit to third digit, and fourth digit to fourth digit. So the addition of first digit will result in 1 plus 5, that is 6. 1 plus 5, that is 6. Again, the add of second digits will be 2 plus 6, that is 8. But we need to consider another thing, because the later on there will be 3 plus 7, that will be 10. So basically for 10 we will keep the number 0 as the digit, and we will add the 1 to the previous 8, that was for 2 plus 6, and we will add the carry 1 here. We will add the carry 1. Okay, and we will keep it as 0. And for the fourth digit also we are getting another carry, because it is also greater than or equal to 10. So another carry. So the last digit will be 2, or the last digit of 12, or basically the last digit of the sum of last columns. Last digit of the 12 is 2. Then the last digit of the sum will be, the last digit of the final sum will be 2. Second last digit will be how much? It was 3 plus 7, 10. So we were taking the 0, but we need to add the carry 1 with it. So the second last digit will be 0 plus 1, that is 1. And next there was 8. 8 will be added to the carry 1, that will be 9. So the second digit will be 1. And then there is no carry, so the first digit will be 6. So how much will be the final result? 6112. Sorry, it is 6112. Sorry, here we have made another mistake, that is the second digit will be 8 plus 1, that will be 9. Basically that will be 9, and the result will be 6912. Sorry, because I am just rectifying it, that In this case, the second digit was 2 plus 6, 8, right? The addition of the second column number, that was 2 plus 6, 8, and that 8 will be added to the carry one to give the 9. Okay. So second digit will be 9. Yes. So the final result will be 6912. Okay. Now, this method is known as splitting method. Okay. So thank you for seeing the Vedic addition method, and we need to practice to get habituated with the all quick methods. Thank you for seeing my video.